And welcome back. Where we left off last time in Shadow Empire, where due to the magical power that is diplomacy in this game, we've pretty much about-faced our situation from where we were basically in a emergency box around our capital to actually having decent control of the planet. I have a suspicion here that the Rotors we're going to probably end up in war with. Most of the other borders I think we've pretty much stabilized with peace or near peace. Should mostly be done for the turn, because I usually end up the turns. Okay, so these guys can... We're at peace on this border. These guys can come off the border. Probably run them down the line as a picket. Okay, money's fine. Could spend some ministry making bullets, but I think we're fine otherwise. Profile-wise, we're pretty heavily set in our ways. We've got 80, 80, and 66. Which might actually be... I think the fist has declined a little bit. Alright, yeah, so I think this is probably a good place to cycle the turn. Basically taking a quick check at all the stuff now that it's a new stream. So yeah, the beginning of the last part, I think we were last, and through the magic that is diplomacy, we went shooting up to first. Working on solar power, working on padded environment. So I'm thinking over the next couple turns we'll figure out if we actually have enough guys to form proper pickets on all our fronts. And or maybe the magic of diplomacy will continue and some of the fronts will become safe again. If, well, maybe not making more homes, because we might end up getting a scenario where we just diplo annex some guys. 5 decisions, not bad. And we did just unihire with another group, so we just got a bunch of equipment from that. Incident with overambitious leader. We do want Fist, so... Is this the secretary? Is the secretary making mistakes? Wait, I'm gonna... If this is the secretary, and I think it is the secretary who's pissed off Aaron Ursus. Yeah. We're gonna piss the secretary off and we can just replace him. War with someone. Should probably say no. Mr. Pax. Yeah, war with someone we already have a peace treaty with. Yeah, no. No, thank you. I will do enforcement.
Copy that. Copy that.
Don't expand the city. We do want to pay the workers and provide some money to the public budget. I'm going to see if we're in a situation where we can start getting colonists.
Copy that.
And claim we're expert because we do want enforcement.
We'll go.
Okay, and then we do have 15 political power left, so let's see what we can do. We're at peace with you. There's another miner over there that we could get peace with, and would be guaranteed peace with them. That's the Raiders. Miner we don't have enough reconnaissance on. Have peace. Don't have peace with these guys. Would be potentially interesting to get peace with these guys. But I'm going to take the guaranteed one. Let's get the guaranteed peace. And we can search for offers of protection. 14% chance of success there. No chance of success there. You have to be peace with target. And we can already see at war with the major. So we know this minor is next to a major. So yeah, let's take the roll, see if we can get the protection. We get the protection off, so we can try unification with them next turn. That's most of our political power. Would potentially want to do more archaeology, so we can try to find more archaeological sites. We do have some pretty nice ruins now that we've diplo-annexed a couple guys. Okay, so we got a bit of a loose picket over here, but we do have a, roughly speaking, have a picket. Should keep them from just running completely amok in their territory. Oh, and we've cut off a bit of pasture packs there. So these guys here don't need to be here anymore now that we've pacified that border. Let's try to form a picket along this non-aligned border. Because we do have a chance to get to peace with pasture packs, so don't necessarily want to waste troops killing their troops, especially if there's a situation where you might inherit them later. Okay, I think that's our troop marching for the moment. Would like a slightly tighter picket on the raiders, because the raiders don't like us. Would also like a picket on the non-aligned territory to the north here. Especially because there are some potentially interesting assets out here that we'd like to be able to hold on to. Also looking ahead, at some point we would like to probably get some radiation cleaning going. And apparently we spent a lot of ammunition on the last turn getting delivered to things, delivered to people. Sent to units, sent with auto reinforcements, delivered to zones, okay. Let's, for the moment, fill out our professional army. If we're going to have it, we might as well at least make sure it has full units, if we can.
We'll go.
Looking at the power situation, our power's stable right now, but I don't necessarily know if I have any power except for the derated LE battery. And at least solving the food issue, if I start owning production buildings, a lot of the production buildings are going to cost power to maintain and operate. So I'm going to pretty much wait until we get the solar panels to start construction. But once I got the solar panels, I think we're going to go pretty heavy into construction. Money is looking good. Okay, we are getting troops from somewhere, besides the mercs. Is that coming from the capital? No. Okay, so the culture here is transitioned enough that we are starting to get some troops from Mosulith. Which is probably fine. Still waiting for happiness to improve here. Danger is declining rapidly now that we've properly secured the area, so it should hopefully start to recover soon. Yeah, I think that's what we're going to do for the turn, so let's cycle the turn. Okay, so we're seeing that they're moving a bit more, so I might need to free up a few more units to properly cover them. And or get to peace, whichever happens first. Got some metal deposits. One of the territories declared on us. I think that was the rotors. The rotors, I think, just declared on us. Which was reasonably expected. Yeah. Yeah, it was the raiders. No, the rotors. Keep wanting to say raiders, but they didn't be rotors. So I'm guessing, yeah, mountains. Okay. Probably marching right through the middle of the mountains is not the smartest plan. We'll try to go around. Okay, I'm not gonna... These guys are at war, though, so I'm not gonna advance the picket. Because I don't think advancing the picket right now would actually allow us to shorten the line very much. Well, I say that, and it does look like we can get a little bit of a line shortening effect. If that's the case, I'll go ahead and take some of that. The tighter I can get the picket, the less likelihood that the rotors are going to get to anything important, or I can get them encircled. Oh, that's a nice place. There's common artifacts there. Okay, diplomacy. Let's see if we can do some peace. So we have peace. They're a person we don't have peace with. They're a person we don't have peace with. Not guaranteed, but from the offer protection, they already appear to be at war with the Major.
Order acknowledged.
If they're at war with the Major, I might not bother, especially because we don't have a border with them. I'm not going to bother to peace them right now. Okay, so I think that leaves us with one people we're not at war with, that we're at war with that we can make peace with, so let's try to make peace with them. We failed. Unification. Could try to unify with them. We only just made Protectorate with them, so we can't do that. We're neither master nor protector of that region. Yes, we haven't client-stated them yet. And that wouldn't succeed. Offer protection is usually easier to do than client-state. That's probably a failure. Upgrading them to client-state's also probably... Well, it will fail. Okay. Don't have a Shadow Diplomat right now. So I think that's the limit of our diplomacy.
Copy that.
Don't want any more councils until we get some bureaucratic buildings down. Yes, focus on design. When you're designing, design. When you're not, find me other things. So the person who's supposed to normally interact with the Union Chief... Ah, okay, that's why. I was like, why are we getting a minus 25 here? The answer is, because whoever is going to be doing this role is not the governor. Because we don't currently have a governor. So we should get a governor. That makes sense. And we probably want it to be neither of those people. Both those people are pretty... not governor material. Suppose the Spec Ops might not be the worst idea. Yeah, let's grab the junior, and let's grab the Spec Ops. And we'll take whoever is the better of the two. Or the governorship. Oh, both camp 1s are still here. Yeah, I might piss one of them off. To get one of the other... To get, Boomer as governor, because Boomer's going to improve a lot faster. Yeah, agriculture, covert ops, deception. Deception might be somewhat useful for governorship.
Copy that.
There we go.
Order received.
Okay, and now you can see we're gonna do much better at these rolls. Because we lost the minus 25, we gained someone that's actually somewhat competent at the roll. Yep, that's... What, that's a 11% chance of failure? We'll take the 11% chance of failure. The more radical workers mourn, but they think the chief had an accident while walking home in a drunken state. This is the advantage of having a covert ops person as governor. We just quietly made the problem disappear.
We'll go.
Okay, city happiness is improving. Danger has dropped low enough that we are getting happiness back. And danger continues to decline. The other cities are perfectly happy. If anything, they probably want higher quality of living, because their quality of living is technically below the capitals right now. Replenishment. Play 400 so guys we've got. And again, we're still waiting for those solar panels to research. Once I have the solar panels, I can do a bit more aggressive economic expansion. Though at the moment, the solar panels are advancing like 4%. So that's... what? 18 turns before we have solar panels? How much power consumption do I have? There's 10 power consumption right now. And I've got 30 power plus some consumption. I think think you have a laser weapon. Yeah, you have a laser weapon. Okay. So don't necessarily want to completely deplete the power, or completely make power in equal power out, because otherwise then the trooper won't be able to replace his shots. Yeah, so to make the research go a little bit faster, I'm going to kind of do an early splurge here, and I'm going to pick up a
Affirmative.
pair of bureaucratic offices. We're going to pick up one there, and we're going to pick one over here.
Order received.
That will leave me with, well, technically that leaves me with 0 surplus power. So I'll have to not have to resist using the GR infantry here, because if I use them too much, it will run out of power. But that should significantly boost our bureaucratic points, which should hopefully boost the research speed. And then once we have solar panels, we can do some other stuff that will help a lot. And then the other industry thing we can do is, we know that is
Copy that.
a place with artifacts, so let's try extracting the artifacts. And if I do have the surplus capacity too, and it looks like I do, let's expand this recycler as well, so we can get the artifacts faster. Don't have the political power to go looking for more sites, but for the moment we technically don't need more sites. We're not even using all the ones we currently have. And with that, I think we're really in a good place to cycle the turn. Let's see what surprises the AI has for us. Alright, it doesn't look like any serious surprises. No real fighting. Gained 2 decisions. We have Rogue Raiders someplace. That's one of the new events from the current patch, I think. And we developed light tanks. We don't necessarily need the light tanks anymore, but we developed them. They probably are what I want to develop, so we will send the council after them. So get me the 60mm howitzer gun. The moment I don't really have anything that I want them to fight, so I'm gonna leave these guys with a little armor and a little engine. Basically just enough armor that they should be able to shrug off bullets from infantry, and then just enough engine to technically have an engine. Wastelands are sending out well-organized parties. They're stealing and killing on a large scale. We should push them out. Yeah, obviously. Roll 49, plus 20, because facing the border. Plus 15 for my support. 16 for the security score. Another 45 because we're enforcement, and that means we have a net thing, so we did limit the damage substantially. Okay. Okay, let's first play our proposed pieces. We're worth you. Can we get the piece?
Order acknowledged.
No. We have a second proposed piece, so we might as well get to peace with everyone that we can. Oh, we lost the reconnaissance on those guys, so we can't peace out with those guys. Okay. Next one is go around and do offers of protection to people we don't have protection with. That won't succeed. No Shadow Diplomat yet. You are my subject, you are my subject. And we don't have the reconnaissance on those guys, and we're with them. We can potentially try to upgrade our protectorates to client states. Okay, they won't accept, they won't accept. These guys might, so let's
Order
play it.
acknowledged.
We failed. Don't necessarily want to integrate them right away, but swapping over to client states will increase the likelihood that our requests succeed.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so that's a bit of a shame. That's saying that this big ruin only has that one archaeological site, which is a bit of a shame. We can work with that. That's not too much of a problem, but it's a bit sad. These guys are probably pulling back because we've actually cut their supplies off. Not necessarily because we're threatening to encircle them. Usually they pull back because you're threatening to encircle them. These are going to go form the picket up north, along the null line border. Really, the important site is that one. Push in a little closer to shorten the front line, make the picket more effective. Do at some point probably want to get more troops over here, because we are at war with these guys. So these guys are what, 2136 versus 2856. So our troops are a little bit better than theirs, and they're not necessarily super numerous. Granted, we're not super numerous after the horrible state of our start, but we've got enough volunteers from the neighbors that. At least in the short term, I think we can make up for our otherwise small numbers. Shifting the zone borders a little bit. Generally do like to have the cap circle of each city controlled by the city itself. If we can reestablish contact with the asset down here, we will get that industrial capacity, which is nice. And if I remember correctly, there's another asset over here. Construction-wise, it looks like our construction didn't... At least not all of our construction finished. Okay, the Musula bureaucratic office is finished. Okay, so we're the Whittaker state, but the capital is named Jupiter. Fine. Jupiter's bureaucratic office didn't progress particularly fast. Probably due to the low happiness of the city, right? So, because the city is not particularly happy, we're not able to get workers particularly fast. Danger is improving, but it hasn't improved enough yet. And that actually interfered a bit with logistics, because basically we took people off of running the truck station and the command council to build up the bureaucratic office. Maybe not the smartest plan. Maybe I should have built the other bureaucratic office up in Salzagrau? Because then it probably would be done this turn. We're able to very rapidly build up the worker force to do the recycler. And we'll go ahead and replenish the remaining missing troops. Then the other thing I'm going to do is, again, I probably want to... And we are starting to draft. are starting to get colonists. I'm gonna want to get more colonists.
Standing by.
So we're gonna do some zone order changes here in Musalon. With the main change being that I'm gonna transition from getting recruits to getting colonists. We're not getting the full 50 right away because the culture hasn't completed transition yet.
Order
But
received.
we'll get some of what we're requesting. And then we'll start using that to generate sort of colonies. Where I'm going to put those colonies, I'm not sure. At some point we'll want the metal mine. Actually, we'll probably put one near this metal mine. This one's probably close enough. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 5. Yeah, it's within 5. It's within 6 of the city, so... usually within 6 of the city is fine to leave under the control of the city. If you're going to be running farther away than that, and this one definitely is, it can make sense to delegate it to sort of a colony to minimize overextension penalties. I am thinking we're going to want a lot of colonies, as that'll help with getting militancy. Decrease 12. Oh, that's because our cultural adaptation score is terrible there. That makes sense. So once the loyalty of the capital recovers, I'll probably try to regrow the militia of the capital. Until then, we're going to probably try to make do with what we have pre-existing from units. So I think it's a good time to cycle the turn again. I think I'll play one more turn, and then we'll put a part break in. We have 2 decisions. Okay, interesting. Okay, we had a little bit of a political issue. I think that was from the decline in workers in the capital. That should fix itself over time. So I'm not going to panic too much about it. Okay, so we just acquired an asset here. Okay, that'll work. Doing what I can to get on our road network so this asset gets logistics works properly. I'm gonna hope that these guys get proper supply next turn. They do have multiple turns worth of food, so assuming they get food next turn, they'll be fine. Oh, you didn't get food either. Okay, so... that zone is probably making food, so let's call up you.
Standing by for orders. Copy that.
So allow supplying units if there's a shortfall. So if we're having issues trying to get stuff out
Copy
here,
that.
we'll let the local zones supply instead of the capital.
Order received. Order received.
Protests against high income tax. Ooh, so this is an interesting situation. I don't want to increase government, but I'm not necessarily opposed to increasing autocracy. You know, I'm gonna let there be some
Order
unrest.
received.
We'll let the protests go through. Guardians are offering some tech. We can, in theory, suppress mind with Fist, so I'm gonna do... because I have money here. Let's actually buy the basic concept of power plants off of them. So what that's done is that's gone ahead and discovered for us power plant. Okay, so we reattached the auto factory over there. Haven't attempted diplomacy this turn. Offer of peace has some chance of success, so we'll roll it and fail. They're not going to accept client state. They might accept client state. On the other hand, unification... Oh, we don't have the political power for unification, so we can just try the client state. We'll call that good.
Acknowledged.
Okay. Okay, that looks good for the turn. We basically spent the political power. Could buy stuff with money if I needed stuff, but I don't think we need stuff. Our metal went down last turn, but that's because we were building 2 recycling plants, which just finished. Gonna give it a turn or two before I go ahead and upgrade those again. Still having worker problems in the capital because of the expansion of the bureaucratic office. Hopefully that will improve as the bureaucratic office finishes this turn. And hopefully as the capital also improves in threat level. Right, so the threat's going down, which is allowing population happiness to go up. So this is going to be the last end turn of the part. So if you're watching on YouTube, there will probably be a part up tomorrow because I'm going to record at least 3 parts tonight. If you're watching on Twitch, feel free to hang around. As soon as the part ends, I'm going to take a short break to go replace the drink that I have, but I'll come back and continue playing as soon as I've replaced that drink. So until next time, wish you all good luck and a good time. Catch you all in the next part. Bye for now.